is this city of rock and roll. Ran in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 of their last 7. On the opposite sideline, there's Browns head coach Todd Monken. His guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And it's going to be the 4th-year man from The Ohio State University leading the way. It's C.J. Stroud.
Count me, I'll raise my hand. I'm really interested to see what this is going to look like. The league's best defense and how you go about as a quarterback attacking them. I know this. You've got to be on point because this defense makes you earn everything.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running in with David Montgomery. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 16 carries, 112 yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down by
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
The toss play, Montgomery. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And that is the Texans' 1st down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
That's Montgomery back there, 1st and 10. And he is already up to a handful of carries here on this opening drive. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pass caught by Tate Dell. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Stroud. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down. Stroud. Missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's man-to-man coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down. I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot cut. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. And here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. Calling the shots at quarterback, the fifth-year dual threat out of Liberty. Here's Malik Willis.
There were sure a lot of people quick to write off Malik in his career after a rough start to it. But we've seen this resurrection, this whole process take place in today's NFL. Just when you think somebody's a bust, well, they show up and make plays.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 15 carries, over 120 yards, and a touchdown. Now Willis looking to throw on second down. And he can't find the connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Derek Stingley.
Willis looking to throw. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And with that last little bit of fight, he's going to get down the first. He was short, but how about the determination? Break off that tackle, buy himself some space, and they've got a first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on second, Willis. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. He managed about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to be a Browns first down. Here's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. It's Judkins on the counter. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Willis now. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Willis to throw it. Into a crowd and intercepted. Henry comes up with it. And the Texans get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty.
Okay.
This is Montgomery running right. And he's going to follow up the penalty with a 4-yard gain, make it 2nd and a yard.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Montgomery. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Slot man motioned over. On second down, it's Montgomery again. And find that for a few. It's third down.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing is Stroud. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces fourth down.
Kate, I talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Browns and their running back about to get back to work. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with Judkins. Breaks the tackle. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at first down here. The play fake now, Willis to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Willis to the air. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. Back to the same target, but it is the same result, incomplete. On him once again, applied some contact to break up that catch. It's fourth down.
In punt formation for the Browns. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Texans offense headed back to the field, Brock. So let's take a look at their coordinator, Nick Caley. Year 2 for him now running this Texans offense. Year 12 as an NFL coach. He's made the playoffs 10 of those 12 years, winning a pair of Super Bowls with the Patriots. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing on second, here's Stroud. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Davion Clowney. The 7th sack for him this season.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Now set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down, so the Texans likely to punt here. Let's see.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. Starts the return at the 34. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Shoves one away. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And it gives the Browns a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Willis. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Headed out right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Shoves him off. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
3rd down run from Judkins. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. Now it's Stroud. Past the line, he's going to run for it. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that gives the Texans a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down, here's Stroud. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Back to throw. Stroud. He dropped it. Oh, that should have been intercepted. Brock, he had it. Couldn't bring it in, though. That does bring up fourth down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On the give, here's Judkins. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first.
Kind of love this. Team's been doing their part to make sure he continues to lead the league in rushing, and he's making it pay. Boy, this guy is just a workhorse.
He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. It's going to be first down Cleveland. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
At the 44-yard line.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Browns first down. Why the defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Willis. Completed to his running back. He's going to be driven across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play. It's second down. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. To throw, here's Willis. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll go, Judkins. And on fourth down, they're going to come through. 11 yards there. They've got the first down.
Okay, you and I are not too old to remember a time where this used to almost be a debate. You come in, bring on the special teams, and punt it, not in today's NFL. And the numbers tell you so often to go for it, and when you execute like they just did, they'll more than likely go for it again later in the game.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another game to Judkins. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry.
Intercepted in the end zone. Henry To'o comes up with it.
Oh, he Kane so close to being the one to score right off of that, but as long as his offense can get the job done here, Kate, you're going to still thank him for the points. Took care of so much of the work, breaking from the end zone to the red zone.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Stroud. Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. The second score that he has brought in this season. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 10-point game.
13. Browns 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Approaching the final minute here before halftime.
Let's go now.
Judkins headed right. He cuts it towards the sideline. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And it gives the Browns a first down.
18.
There's no question, a week ago, he loved the individual production with his monster day, but he hated the loss. That's now over 100 yards here in the first half, and he's motivated, most importantly, to find a way to win.
And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Willis. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 here for Willis. And hopefully some signs of waking up with that last completion. He is just 6 for 15 so far throwing the ball. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Willis. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's second down. Shotgun snap now to Willis. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Willis looking to throw. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout.
That's good for a Browns first down. First
From the red zone on 1st. Once more into the hands of Judy. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Jerry Judy. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the league starts now. We start out in Germany, the Patriots and Lions from Munich. and it's A.J. Brown. He's going to haul it in middle of the field, and from there, it's a foot race, and they won't catch him. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Patriots win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants hosting the Washington Commanders. And this is the second year back, Cam Scatterbo. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Giants move to 7-2 as they get the win here. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. Judkins opening the drive. And they've got a 1st down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will. And you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Willis now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT.
It's one of those situations where you can be at times a prisoner of your own success. This guy was a ball hawk a year ago. Took it away a ton. He's not gotten many opportunities, so you know that's got to feel good to get his first one of the season.
The Texans and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Man in motion out of the slot. Montgomery now up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Stroud. That's brought in by Klein. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try to run for it with Montgomery. And he'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing is Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. He finds space into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. It's Montgomery back there, 1st and 10. And already Brock sitting just shy of 800 rushing yards on the season. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Got some time to look up and up, and he nails it. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Browns 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're hoping that this drive can help snap a rough stretch for them offensively as we get a look at their last group of drives. Not a ton to show for their efforts. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Here's Willis to the air. Over the middle, he's got Fanning. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Willis. The left side is caught by Concepcion. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stops for loss of yardage. Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Sticking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
And they pick him off again. Henry To'o comes up with it. And the Texans get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. There goes that man once again, Brock. Once again, able to get the better of the QB. 3rd pick for him already this season.
I don't know when these QBs are going to learn. This is not the kind of guy you pick on. Throw it somewhere else.
D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And I'm having a little deja vu here, partner. We have seen this before. The offense headed out with a lead in this second half, thanks in large part to the turnovers generated by their defense.
Season after season, go ahead and look at the end of the year. The teams with the best turnover margin are typically the best teams in the league, and this team's making them pay yet again.
Dump off to his fullback, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Got
play.
the catch, but
Second
didn't get any
and
yardage
10.
on it, so still 10 to
At the
go on
49
second
yard
down.
line.
Now it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Complete to Tank
Short
Dell.
yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And that gives Houston the first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Houston.
On play action, here's Stroud. And this is going to be launched on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Stroud setting up 1st and 10. Man, he is solid. 5 for 7 so far since coming out of the halftime break. Handoff now from the gun. Escapes a defender. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that is the Texans' first down.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. He dodged the tackle. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. Time now for the 4th quarter, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. They send a man in motion. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen to Montgomery. And there it is. Touchdown, Houston. That's David Montgomery, capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it's going to bounce out of the end zone, so bring it back out to the 20 on that touchback. The Browns and Malik Willis ready for this next possession. And this one, well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from the showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what the coverage has been doing to stop him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Looking middle, he's got Concepcion. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd.
And 1 at the 29-yard line.
It's Judkins on the counter. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing is Willis. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but when it gets really tough right here in game action.
And it's incomplete as they took every chance that they had, Brock, but goal to go comes up empty. That's a turnover on downs. On the handoff, this is Montgomery. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They've got a man in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side, Dell has it. And they won't get any of the action they wanted after that catch. The completion limited to just 3 yards. Now it's 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that throws the lead to 27.
Get another shot. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. Here's Willis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
John Judkins, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He was taken down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up
To throw, here's Willis. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered.
It's now 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The Houston ball carrier.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Run to the sideline and
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
third down and 6 yards to go.
To the air, Stroud. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Number 32.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
43-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
33.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
Browns about to get
25-yard
back
line.
out there as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. They're one of our teams on the bye in Week 11. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Willis now. We're going to go screen pass for Judkins. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And it's going to be first down Cleveland. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
Good for a Browns.
Willis looking to throw. Right back to Judkins. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so I'll give him 1 on that short completion. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up.
And 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw it. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Okay, ready?
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Cougar 19. Ready?
From the gun, Judkins. He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first. Brock, you tell me about this all the time. A tight end's top responsibility changes by the down. And on that one, it was all about blocking, getting his guys some space to get vertical.
Really got to be some of the most versatile players on the team. I was spoiled in my life, in my football life, to watch really the Colts and their 12 personnel so good in the run game, just like that one.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Willis to throw it. In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. It's caught. Fannin has it. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Working inside the red zone. And the concentration lapses continue for him as he drops another. 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Judkins running between the tackles. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Third down, and look at this, rain starting to fall. Willis in the pistol. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Saw Lane hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that gives the Texans a first down.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. It's a gain of 3. First down, Houston.
It's Montgomery on the counter. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
David Montgomery on the
It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Grant Delpit. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on